Hey guys, how's it going? In this lecture, I want to install one of the library over here, which is called the MB Progress Hut. I think you could have seen this before because this is a very popular library. And what it does is that it shows a animation over here, which kind of indicates that the app is busy, it's processing something, or it's usually making a call over the network. Alright, so if you look at the project that we have been building, in the login view controller, we have the login and the sign up button. So at this moment, if I click on the login button, it will either show us a error message or it will dismiss the view and pop the user to the tab bar controller. Alright, so in this video, I want to install the library, and in the next video, I want to be able to show the animation when the user clicks on the login button, and as well as when the user clicks on the lockout button. Alright, so let's start by by opening the terminal, and I can do that by hitting the Command Shift button to open up the Spotlight search. And now I can search for terminal. Let's hit the enter button to open up the terminal app. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger so that it's easy to see. And let's navigate to the travel folder, which is our project folder. So I want to show you two ways that you can do this. So if you have saved your project onto your desktop, one way you can do is to do cd tilde desktop. Okay, what this command does is that it navigates the terminal to your desktop itself, and when I click ls, it displays the content that I have on my desktop. So as you can see over here, I have the travel folder over here. This is my project folder, and to get into this folder, I just have to type in cd, which stands for change directory, and I'll just type in travel. Alright, so right now I'm in my project directory, and I will know by typing in ls, I can see that these are the files that are associated with my project. Alright, in the event if hypothetically that you are storing your project files somewhere else, another way you can do it is to type in cd and then just drag in this folder over here. Just click over here and just drag in over here to the terminal, and it will actually print out the path of where your project has been stored. Okay, so you can hit the enter button, do a cd ... to come back to the parent directory, and this is pretty much the same file path that I have navigated to using this method over here, cd tilde desktop and cd travel. Alright guys, so I hope this is helpful for you, and let me just quickly do a command, open space dot, and when I do that, it opens the Finder window, and I'm just going to create a pod file over here. Alright, so I'll type in pod init, okay, which stands for pod initialization, and let's hit the enter button, and when that is done, you notice that a pod file has been created. Okay, so the pod file is a file where we have to include the libraries that we want to install to integrate with our project. If you typing pod init is giving you some kind of error, maybe maybe it says something like CocoaPods the command is not valid, then it's very likely that you don't have CocoaPods installed onto your computer. Alright, and if this is the case, I would ask you to come over to cocoapods.org. Okay, this is the website. This is the official website of CocoaPods, and this is the place where it gives you a guide on how you can install CocoaPods onto your computer. Alright, so it should be rather straightforward. Under the install tab, you see that there's this command that says sudo gem install CocoaPods. So just follow the steps. The steps are pretty straightforward, and I'm pretty sure you can install this on your own. Alright, so let's bring this out of the way. So now that I have created the pod file, I want to drag this pod file to just underneath this blue color icon over here into the Xcode panel. Let's click on finish, and if I click on pod file itself, okay, I will see this. Let me just expand this, and this is the place where I have to put in the libraries that I want to install. Okay, so let's bring in the browser and let's come over to the MB Progress Hut page. This is a GitHub page, and if you scroll down, it gives you some instructions on how you can do the installation, and one of which is by using CocoaPods. So over here, if you look at step number 1, it says add a port entry using this command over here, this line over here. Let's copy this and let me just paste this over here. All right, and I'm gonna hit the Command S button to save it. Let's go back to the browser again, and over here it says install the ports by running port install. So we're gonna do that. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this again, come over to my terminal window and just paste it in and hit the enter button. And this installs the CocoaPod library. All right, it's pretty fast. Okay, and the last thing is include this MB Progress HUD wherever you need it. All right, so we'll get to this step in a while. Okay, so now that we have installed, the next thing we want to do is that we need to close this project. All right, so let's close this, and if you notice over here, there is a new file that's been created, which is the travel.exe workspace. So from now on, when we open the project, we no longer want to click on this one. We no longer want to open it via the Xcode project extension. We want to open it via the Exe workspace extension. All right, so just double click on this. This will open up Xcode again. And if you see with me over here, you have our project, the travel project over here, as well as the pods project over here. And if you click on pods, this is the library which we have just installed. Okay, so now for the final step, we just want to validate that we have successfully integrated this library. So let's come over to the login view controller. Okay, and at the top on line 10, let's just type in import MB Progress HUD. All right, guys, if you can get to this step and you can, if you see this autocomplete happening, MB Progress HUD, you know that your library has been installed successfully. All right, guys, good luck with this, and I'll see you in the next one.